In the last video, I tried to do a color pencil drawing. It didn't go so well. I found that my eyes struggled to focus, and I became very impatient and destroyed the texture of the paper. This is about the size of the drawing. There's my hand for comparison. If I was struggling to see the detail in this puny eyeball, I came up with a pretty intellectual idea. Why don't I just make the drawing bigger? About this size. That way I can actually see what I'm doing. I could actually use glasses, but I'm not a nerd. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to reset this up, but I'm going to make this drawing about this big instead of this small. Also, talking about nerds, this photo of me, I won't be digitally painting anymore. I'm going to focus on the color pencil drawing. If it succeeds. This is the drawing I failed. Now, if you notice that there's an outline of the drawing I was working on, and it might be showing up on camera, which is odd because it's not showing up in real life. I think it's a little bit faint. So what I'm going to do is make it a little bit darker, turn up the opacity so I can see it in real life, and we are going to print that stencil on this paper. This paper is really good. This is what I use to create my color pencil drawings. I've always used it. Its quality is exceptional. Everything about it is incredible. Except for what it does to your bank balance, but that is another story. What we're going to do is cut it up. The reason we're cutting it up is because it won't fit inside the printer. So you don't really actually need to know that, but you do now. So I've cut up the paper. It's put into the printer. And that is print. It only needs to be maybe slightly darker than it was before, just enough so I can see the intricate details. Because it's absolutely a nightmare drawing when you can't see what you're working on. How long does it take to print the outline out? Oh my god. This printer's a scam. Let's have a look. It's even lighter than the other one, which is weird because I turned the opacity up so you could actually see it more. Now it just looks like a plain piece of paper. That's a scam. And it took it so long to print it out, and there's nothing there. All that dramatic build up. Okay, we'll try it again. Really have no choice, actually. I decided to skip the whole entire setup process. You've already seen it in the last video. You don't need to see it again. I left a bit in there. The reason being is I want you guys to learn how much I need watch time. If you don't know what that is, just keep watching. Our next process is to start the actual drawing, which is the exciting part that you actually want to see. And we're going to try and see if actually making the drawing bigger is beneficial, which I really think it will be, because I can actually see it now, which is good. It doesn't look like much, but it's actually great progress. I'm happy with it so far. So all the comments about me being washed up are greatly exaggerated. I'm actually struggling with getting the color pencils to layer smoothly. It feels like I'm like fighting it, like struggling. At this point in the drawing, this is normally where I start making mistakes and actually destroy it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop, upload this video, give it a day or two, and then go back at it. Hopefully I can complete this drawing. You'll see in the next video if it actually shows up.